Welcome, welcome. Before I get started, I wanted to thank an amazing young student, Deepthi Chandra, for putting on this TEDxYouth at NorthCreek event. Deepthi did all the work. She contacted the National TED organization, got the permit, worked with the district on the logistics, arranged the speakers and music, drew up the floor plans, and coordinated everything from the filming to the refreshments. I don't know about you, but I certainly never coordinated such a large event when I was in ninth grade. Let's thank Deepthi for our hard work. Why not? What a wonderful theme for this event. As an educator, I deeply believe in the idea of why not for each and every student. Isn't that actually the underlying core belief of our entire educational school system? Could this child grow up to be the President of the United States? Why not? Could this child become an engineer or a lawyer or a writer or a dancer? Why not? Could one of our students at NorthCreek become one of the first people to set foot on Mars? Why not? And could one of our Jaguars eventually cure cancer? Why not? At NorthCreek High School and in the Northshore School District, our mission is to provide the kind of education to each and every student that opens up worlds of possibilities. Our job is to open doors, not close them. At NorthCreek, our goal is a 100% on-time graduation rate. Why not? Where each graduate is ready to take on the complex world of their future. Given that this title is TEDxYouth at NorthCreek, let me spend just a little time on exactly how NorthCreek is going to do that. First and foremost, NorthCreek will focus on equity and social justice in all areas. I want to thank Dr. Reed, our superintendent, and our next speaker for help bringing this new renewed focus on equity to our district. Let's thank Dr. Reed. Several years ago, at South by Southwest EDU down in Austin, Texas, I had the chance to listen to a talk given by the Finnish Minister of Education. As you probably know, Finland regularly finishes atop the world rankings of performance by students in nearly all areas. So how did they do it? Decades ago, when the Finnish school system was badly in need of reform, the goal of the Finnish program was never excellence. It was always equity. Since the 1980s, the main driver of the Finnish education policy has been the idea that every child should have the exact same opportunities to learn, regardless of family background, race, gender, income, or geographic location. Education has been seen first and foremost not as a way to produce star performers, but as an instrument to even out social inequality. Equity means giving every student what they need, when they need it, and making sure that no matter what the circumstances of their birth, every single student has the opportunity to succeed and the appropriate support to do so. It also means that we adults need to be knocking down barriers, including entrenched institutional policies and practices that favor some students over others. At NorthCreek, we will make sure that equity is a lens through which we make all our decisions, from budgeting to hiring to curriculum choices. We will work with the district to address those institutional barriers that prevent some students from reaching their full potential. And we will operate with the understanding that equity is not a program or an initiative, it's a way of life. In the words of the late Ken Sirotnik, who was a professor of educational leadership and policy studies at the UW, at NorthCreek we'll always be asking, whose interests are being served? Can NorthCreek really be a high school where equity comes first and social justice is one of our top goals? Why not? Throughout this year, I've been meeting with future NorthCreek teachers, and one of the through lines of our meetings that we've discussed over and over and over again has been that their job, our job, is to build relationships with our students. Our goal at NorthCreek, and actually across the entire Northshore school system, is that each and every student is known well by at least one caring adult in each school. The research is clear. Students who feel and know that someone cares about them do better in school, have better attendance, and get in far less trouble. As Bill Gates said in an article in 2015, teaching is about relationships. This fall, every student at NorthCreek will have an advisory period twice a week where they'll meet with a small group of students and one of our caring teachers. During advisory, students will get to know each other and their teacher. They will work on social and emotional skills, and will form bonds that are critical to success in high school. In classes, teachers will get to know their students as individuals and will work towards helping each of their students succeed. Most high school teachers, when asked what they do, they say things like, oh, well, I teach math, or I teach chemistry. And those are great answers. But I hope that when we open, NorthCreek teachers say, I teach kids, and I happen to teach them math, or chemistry, or dance. Can we really create a school where every single one of our 1,700 students knows they are cared for, and where they have great relationships with each other and with our teachers, staff, and administrators? Why not? One of the best ways to get students to reach high levels of achievement, is to have high expectations for them. Student achievement is strongly affected by what the teacher expects of them, and this has been demonstrated by many different educational researchers. The first and foremost, and I want to mention this experiment, is called the Pygmalion effect. Researchers Robert Rosenthal and Lenore Jacobson conducted an experiment at a primary school where they gave all the students an intelligence test. The experimenters then told the teachers that these were the top 20% of students, and that meant these students had exceptional potential and would achieve high results. What the teachers didn't know is that the students were randomly selected, and the test made no such prediction. However, when the students were tested again 8 months later, those so-called gifted students did perform much higher because of those high expectations. Robert Marzano found that when teachers have high expectations of students, they actually act differently. They call on them more often, wait longer for their answers, and give them more opportunities to succeed. At NorthCreek, we will have these very kinds of high expectations for all our students, and will also provide the supports necessary for each of our students to succeed. Not only will we have advisory, but we'll also have extra tutorials for students who are struggling, enrichment sessions for students ready to take on additional challenges, classes to support students who are learning English as an additional language, specialized instruction for students who learn differently than their peers, and counseling for students whenever they need it and want it. Can we really open a high school where we treat every student like they're gifted, where we have very high expectations, and where we provide high levels of support so that every student succeeds? Why not? This past fall, as students registered for classes at NorthCreek, they were offered 20 different advanced placement, or AP courses, including AP Calculus, AP Physics, and AP English Language, as well as AP Environmental Science and AP Human Geography. In the fall of 2018, we'll add at least 6 more AP courses, including AP Government and Politics. But I'm most excited to announce that in 2018 and 19, NorthCreek will become one of the first Northshore schools to add the new AP Capstone program. AP Capstone is comprised of 2 courses, AP Seminar and AP Research, and is designed to complement and enhance the discipline-specific study in other AP courses. Students who earn scores of 3 or better on the AP Research and AP Seminar exams, and then also get a 3 or better on 4 other exams, will earn the AP Capstone Diploma, a very special, significant event. This will signify to colleges their outstanding academic achievement and attainment of high-level college academic and research skills. In addition to AP courses, NorthCreek teachers are looking at each of their curricular areas and trying to find ways to make their content more relevant to today's students. For example, I've been working with our English department to see if we can make the novels we read more reflective of the students we teach. In the areas of electives, we'll be adding some unique electives, like Architectural Design Lab, where students will actually work with local architects on real building projects. With respect to courses in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, known as STEM, we are excited that our program will have both a biomedical and an aerospace focus. At NorthCreek, our career and technical education programs will emphasize innovation, creativity, and problem solving. A maker mindset coupled with state-of-the-art technology and 21st century curriculum standards set the stage for students to think outside the box and become true innovators. Can we really offer a curriculum that's both rigorous and relevant, that's both classic and creative, that reflects the students we teach and yet gives students access to the dominant paradigm, and that encourages innovation in all areas? Why not? American high schools are different than most in the world. In addition to academic classes, U.S. high schools offer a plethora of extracurricular experiences, from sports to music to language clubs. NorthCreek will be no different. We've hired coaches for our sports teams from professional leagues and from around the country. We have talented student athletes coming to us from 9 different Northshore schools and from schools beyond our borders. Could kids from NorthCreek make the playoffs, or even win district or state in their very first year we open? Why not? Our arts program will be truly amazing, and I can't wait to see our first play and go to our first concerts. Our clubs and activities offerings will be robust, and importantly, if a student doesn't find something that interests them, they can always start their own club. Let's remember, we are all here tonight because one student was so passionate about this event that she just had to create it. That's NorthCreek in a nutshell, a place where every student knows that he or she can be part of something amazing or simply create something amazing. Why not? As I close, I wanted to share my dreams for all our future Jaguars. Anything is possible at NorthCreek. We have the staff, we have the students, we have the parents and the community, and we have the support from our school district, from our school board, and from our superintendent. We can and will graduate students who are innovators, creative problem solvers, collaborative thinkers, caring and compassionate friends, environmental champions, servant leaders, and social justice activists. Why not? Anything is possible.